Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls, or welcome to the channel if you're new. In this video we're doing the Star Wars solo battle royale, and we get a victory royale on this. So it's going to be 22.5 minutes long, so let's get into it. As per usual, we have a scenic view for dropping in, just to give a nice calm pleasant viewing before we get in the rampage. So there was one quest that we failed to do last Star Wars video, and it was to hotwire the TIE Fighter. And that was because I just didn't see it there and didn't understand the quest, I guess. So we do get that one completed in this video, along with some other things as well. So we do drop in here on Canyon Crossing, and there's a secret loot spot in this area. So we're going to show you that. So this is the Barm shoddy, which is not the good one. The good shoddy is actually the ACP. So if you go over here just under the first S in crossing, it's easier to get from the other side, but you can come from this side, go down, and then go back up once you cross the river. And you'll see these rocks piled up here, and here's the second secret loot spot that we have uncovered. Got some rubber duckies everywhere. There's 4 treasure chests in this cave. I don't think it's always 4, but this time there was. We actually found our ACP scatter blaster, which is the one we were talking about was going to be the best shoddy. So we've seen some shield bubbles over here, and we're looking around. We've seen builds across the water, and there was actually a TIE fighter flying over us. And then we noticed this guy down here. So we're still trying to do this imploder quest. You have to cause damage with the thermal imploders. And the issue I'm having with these is just it takes so long for them to actually detonate. We do hop into this Galactic Empire outfit to try and blend in, but we can't actually slow walk like these stormtroopers are. I don't know why, it just seems like it's jogging fast instead of walking. Probably has something to do with the control, but we're trying to be a decoy here, and it didn't quite work out. As you can see, the imploder is the last one of week 0. Plus we have to bring a Padawan lightsaber to General Grievous, and we have to return to Poe to get the pilot wings. We will be completing all of these in this video. So as you can see, the car is stuck underneath my ramp, so I threw an imploder down, and it was just outside the reach. And you would think that one would hit him, but he was inside the vehicle, I guess. So that was a really quick shot here, so I decided to pull back, heal up, and I did sit in this bush just on the top of the hill behind us. I'm not sure if this was a third party or if this is the guy that actually shot me. I did crack him though. So there was a quest to eliminate 3 people in a single game, so we got that completed. So it seemed like he was probably peeking out of the box, but I have no clue where he was actually peeking from. So I'm trying to be cautious here. This is actually our first attempt of actually defeating the boss here at the First Order base. We have a sneaky troll here. I didn't notice him at first. So as we're fighting the boss here, Captain Phasma, you can see this guy sneaking up around this corner here. And he did tag us for quite a bit. I believe we hit him for 130. We ended up coning him, so we did grab our medallion and mythic. And he finishes us off just as we're jumping on the launch pad. So we were actually just jumping on this locked box, trying to take a peek, and noticed that guy was standing there. So we have 2 eliminations, 69 people remaining. We do make it over to Ray to get our blue lightsaber. And it says 1 out of 2 for abilities learned. So I'm thinking you have to do 2 times in a single game, but I've never even tried to do that. So that might be our next objective for our next Star Wars video. So I do have a lightsaber, so I should just be rushing in on this guy here, but it doesn't even seem like a real character. And I didn't want to go all the way over to this area. It was the opposite direction from where I was trying to head. So we made it to Grievous with our blue lightsaber. So now we just have to go and see Poe to get our flight wings. We also have to retrieve the 4th Rebel data log entry, which is in the same area as Poe, so that's going to work out just fine for us, except for one factor. We make it to the Resistance base, but it's in Storm, and Poe is not here. So we have to do it again. We do make it over to our data log though. So we got all 4 of the stages completed for this. So we didn't get to complete our TIE Fighter quest from the previous Star Wars video, so that's what we're going to do here. See, just like the previous video, we actually crossed over the TIE Fighter, but we didn't realize it. It's because it's on its side that we didn't realize it was the TIE Fighter. So we have now completed the quest. We're at level 20. And we're going to use this to go over to Poe. But then we have the X-Wing come in and shoot us down. So we got shot down here, and he's still blowing up my ship as we speak. So he was damaged quite a bit because I was shooting back at him. So we do have 6 of the thermal imploders, so we're going to go over and try and use them on this guy. So we know that he's in the bush. We try throwing the imploders into it, but once again it didn't cause damage and we got third partied. There's also a quest of finding 3 rare chests. This is going to be our first one. And Poe is finally at the resistance base. So we're going to be able to complete this quest. And I did not know that he was going to give me a rifle. So I jumped into the TIE fighter and this guy jumped on top of it and started shooting at my TIE fighter. So I had to bail. I should have swapped over to my nades here to take him out, but he took off and left right away. So those of you that are still watching and have not liked or subscribed, now's the time to do so because it's slowed down. It is greatly appreciated and it doesn't cost anything, so it's completely free. Let's get back to the video. We are on our 7th year anniversary as of the video from the other day. And those of you that have seen the post, well, no. This will be our 2nd rare chest out of the 3 required. So when we started doing this channel with videos, we didn't really understand the algorithm, and that is a thing that is necessary to learn when trying to grow in YouTube. So this guy tried pickaxing me after I allowed him to walk past me, so I did finish him off. So we did find a blue ACP, which is pretty cool because it's rare. So I did decide to shockwave over here because it's just too far for me to actually zoom in on him. So we got 3 eliminations, 64 people remaining. So we got 5 eliminations, 59 people remaining. I don't know if there's just no ADS or my ADS is just off with this mythic, but my aim needs some improvement for this new mythic that you get from the train. So I tried boxing this guy in to use my imploders. He did make it out the back here. And here's where I'm running into the problems with the imploders. Every time I throw one, it takes like 3 seconds before they detonate, and even the bots end up walking away from it. So we have 7 eliminations, 30 people remaining. So I actually was trying to get my ACP out and I was stuck on builds. So we do have 8 eliminations with 24 people remaining. We still haven't got any of the 3 thermal imploders required. We're going to make it back over to Ray and get another lightsaber. As you can see, it does say 1 out of 2 again, so that's why I figured it's got to be in the same game. And the slap juice with a lightsaber are a perfect combination for sprinting and getting to longer distances quicker. So we didn't really get to play around with lightsaber much, so that's what we're doing here, is learning the jumps and the pushes and all the stuff you can do with lightsaber. We're in the top 5. Once again, we're trying to use our imploders. It appears that with the bots, if you throw one to left and then far right, he may run into it. So we're going to have to test that out as well. 9 eliminations, 4 people remaining. So it appears this guy with the medallion. So I was thinking about switching over to my lightsaber here, but I did end up finishing him off with the ACP Scatter Blaster. He had the epic barm, and I didn't want the barm, so we swapped back over. So that wasn't the guy with the medallion. As you can see, he's on the other side of the hill now. So here's the medallions. We're going to run over there. We've got 11 eliminations. It's going to be a 1v1 here. It appears that the medallion slid down the hill a bit. So this guy had the legendary barn. I just swapped back over to the ACP. And we did find a llama up here on the hill, so we just got some white health with that. It's going to be the first time utilizing the llama in a necessary timeline. It seems like once you heal for a longer duration, so if you're lower, it heals really quick if you're on it longer. So that's a really good feature the llama has. We were kind of just waiting to see the guy pop out before the zone moved. We didn't want to leave the car because it'd be easier to get into the new zone with the vehicle. But it didn't take long before we noticed where he was. You can actually see a little ant moving around on the big boulder down there. And I didn't want to finish him off with a mythic, so I was going to jump in on him with a lightsaber. And we did end up pushing him, and then we didn't have reach, so we just swapped back over to the ACP. That's going to be the Victory Royale. If you liked the video, go ahead and click the like button. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and click subscribe. Thanks again. Stay safe, stay positive. Have an amazing day.